Hello everybody, it's Suffolk Blue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to Minecraft, welcome back to the Viva Variety server and the Infinity Evolved mod pack. I've been away a little while, yes, I had to have a week off, I'm afraid. The bronchitis was real. Couldn't talk, had absolutely no voice, constant coughing, constant just phlegm, just nastiness, horribleness. All from that video, the last video. If you watched the last video, you hear me starting to cough in that. Yeah, it went from that to ridiculous really quickly. Really pleased to be back. You can still hear it a little bit in my voice. I'm sorry about that. But welcome back. Yes, let's go and have a look at... We've got to catch up on some things because I did do a little bit whilst I was off, if you like, because although I couldn't talk, I could, however, still Minecraft. So I have done a little bit of work. I'm not quite sure what work I have done since. What I can do really quickly, I suppose, is quickly have a little kip. Yes, so incredibly unwell. But really pleased now to be back, and you know, thanks to Digi, we did manage to get some episodes for that tabletop simulator out. So if you haven't seen that yet, go and have a look at that. That's a brand new sort of series thing that Digi and I are thinking about doing. Let us know what you think about that. So we're here in the water mill. There is a few additions. I have set up some barrels up there. You can see there's some graphical glitchy issues with this. I'm really not sure why, but there are some graphical glitchy issues. Just to say also about graphics, I had a bit of a scary moment the other day. I decided to hoover. You know when you want to clean? So I decided to vacuum inside my case and inside my computer case and clean it all up a little bit. Just, you know, clean the vents and make sure everything was able to breathe and ventilate, you know, well. And I opened up my PC tower, and at the bottom of my tower was my AMD graphics card casing. And I was wondering why I kept getting some driver issue errors, and I thought, well, that's not very good, they're on their way out then. But apparently not. A little bit of plastic, sticky back plastic later, and they're all working again fine. But yeah, so I'm going to need to replace my graphic cards as well at some point. I haven't been here... What am I doing? There we go. I haven't been here for the longest time. Look at the amount of flowers that these blasted bees have planted everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, this is the building that we built last time on camera. This is the one that we actually built together. Haven't done anything with it. It's still empty inside. We haven't put any bee cases in here yet. That's staying as is. But I wanted to... Oh, look at the mess. So I have completed, at least completed off, all of the hives. So the hives are now in place. I've got the... you know, the lampposts with the torchlight on top, they're all there. So these are actually all done. I will have to clear up these flowers. Look at the state of it. Have to clear up these flowers at some point after this video is done, because there's just ridiculous amount of flowers. And they're everywhere. But I've also built something else. Have a little look-see. Here we go. I wanted to build a windmill, like a Dutch-type windmill, and I'll probably put a little picture of the screen as to what I mean as when I say windmill, because this obviously isn't a wind turbine as such, but this is one of the oldie-fashioned type windmills. Oh, I thought I saw another little butterfly flying about. Look at these little things flying about all over the place. We have got... Oh, there would happen to be a death bloom right in front of one of the doors. Let's get that out of the way. Go away. From the outside, it's a stone, basically a stone structure that goes up with a wooden support roof. It's supposed to be as if the stone obviously supports the weight of the whole structure, and then the sort of machiny bits are all made of wood in the middle there. I like it. I have to say I like it. It took a long time to think about building. Not sure whether there's a little too much wood there. We might have to cut some of that wood back and turn it into stone. Let's get these doors open. Inside, we can shut that up. Inside, you can see the wooden structure inside. We've managed to make it look as if it's all sort of, you know, as I say, being held up by the stone, but the wood is all there to keep it going. At the top here, we have got our leadstone, our hardened flux ducts, which are taking flux energy from this hardened energy cell, which is coming from the wind turbine itself, and storing it down here as well in our high volt capacitor of 4 million. So this is, again, a little bit more power that we're generating all the time. I love the fact you can see the sails go past. That's just an ordinary windmill. Not the advanced one, because the advanced ones obviously don't look like that. We've got a little sail on the back so that the wind would help turn the top, so it would always face into the wind. That's the way I understand that's supposed to work. Although obviously this doesn't move. But there we go, there's the old sails turning around. And I like the size of it, it feels about the right size. I wanted to do a domed type roof on it because that felt right as well. I think I've sort of pulled that off. Yeah, I think I sort of pulled that off. But let me know what you think. So that's going to be that's our windmill, if you like, at our structure. And if we take off now, you can start to see the whole of this farm starting to pull itself together. Look at the amount of flowers. Goodness gracious me. Oh, bees. Who'd have them? Just to say with the bees, nothing very much has happened, oops, or occurred. These have been doing all their stuff whilst we've been away. I touched a death bloom, obviously, unfortunately. I think some of these are empty. That's the commons. We have got an arcane going. I don't remember if I did this before, but we've got a good arcane drone going. We are feeding everything into our barn. Well, that's slipped around a little bit there, so we can take you out. And put you all in there. So we've got 700, I'm just looking at the occult comb, 331. Now we sort of need a lot of these for the magic wax, because magic wax is ideal. But we've got quite a few occult combs going on there, 331, rocky comb 775, furtive comb 126. We have upped these stack limits in here now with these little emerald casing around them to just up them up a little bit. I'm probably going to take a lot of these bees out of here now. I don't need them to make so much more. In fact, the next thing we want to do is starting to breed some of our bees into different bees. So in actual fact, what we're probably going to end up doing, we're highly unlikely to use all of these at once, but I'm going to have to go through, I think, and take out the queens once they're finished. I don't need any more leopard. I mean, I didn't need any in the first place really, but there we go, leopard drones. We have got a ton of drones which we've got to move over, clear out all of these. I mean, that's just full, for heaven's sake. Nobles going on. Loads of enchanted bees, loads of Prussian blues, excited drones, and of course the skulking ones. There she is, skulking queen. So we've got quite a lot of drones here now for a lot of this basic stuff that we wanted. The next step is to begin breeding the next set of bees. And one of the bees that I'm going to look at is the supernatural bee. We're not going to do that today. I want to have a special episode about that if I can, because it does have some restrictions on when you can, when it's best, sorry, to breed the bee. So there are some timing issues that we need to get right. But I think really what I want to start looking at today is moving across. I want to assume this is going to be full up here as well now. Almost out of food. I was going to look digis and get some more grub. But I want to move across now the farm for the grain from here down to the windmill, because it doesn't need to be up here anymore. Our sludge boiler has done its job. We've got loads of good stuff here. Loads of good stuff. Look at the amount of clay we've managed to grab out of that. So this is all coming out from our farm. I would like to rebuild again my sludge boiler in a sort of sewage farm works, because the animals are also going to have sewer plates to make sludge as well. So I'd quite like the idea of doing that again. We did a very similar thing in the Attack of the Bee team, so I'd quite like to repeat that if I can. I wonder whether or not it takes a pickaxe apparently. I wonder if I break this whether this goes kaput. It does not. That's good. Let me take off these because I don't need these anymore. And we're just going to take these pipes with us down there because... Oh, it had an upgrader in it, of course. This is going to lose this a little bit, but it's okay. Take this out because we don't need this to be here anyway. Yeah. And, of course, I've got all my seeds. Let's take all the seeds. There we go. Get some of these flux ducts back, which are quite useful, actually. Let's put these seeds up here out of the way. We got any dirt on me? I have 4 dirt. If not, I've got some dirt in the sludge boiler. Right, that's that. We'll leave the sludge boiler here just for now because we don't need to move that. And of course, we've got our agricraft. What's it called? Basically, it's the wooden water tank. It's the water system. It's the irrigation system, basically. But I think we can probably, oops, cut myself through there. Let's come over here. Now I want to set this up so that the farm, the actual wheat farm, is at this side of the windmill. I'm just going to go and grab Boom, down we come. I'm just going to go and grab, or get rid of some of this stuff, I think. I'm going to get rid of, or I need to pick up those to get rid of some of these death blooms, because death blooms are a pain in the bum. Let's come over here and get rid of that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And I also don't really need the wheat, so we can get rid of that too. Okay, now, make sure we don't destroy the machines. But over here then, essentially what I want to do is take out some of these flowers to start with, so I can see what it is I'm doing. So many flowers. It's just absurd. These bees are like planting things at a rate of knots. Although I have been gone, I actually haven't been online for about 5 days, so... But I think the chunk loading finishes after 48 hours if you don't log on, so... It would only been the first 2 days that they managed to plant the bees. Right, let's get the clove out of the way. Good. So, let's just take this back, because we don't need this here either. And the reason I use the shears is that if I have got a death bloom in there, I can cut it without accidentally killing myself. There we go. Cut this back. Cut that back as well, because I don't like that. What else can I put up there? We can do... Okay. Pick up these. Good. That gives us a little bit of space to work with. We're going to bin this all stuff off so we've got an empty bag, and then we can begin hemming it up and making it look good. Quick kip. Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim of late, and I have to say it really buggers up your controls when you play Skyrim, because you expect the button E to do things, and you expect it to work like Skyrim, and it doesn't. Which is an interesting question, actually. I wonder if anyone would like to see me play Skyrim. I do, you know, I don't have an FPS type shooter thing on here. I suppose Fallout 4 would be better to play, as it's newer. But I do love Skyrim. Skyrim is such a great game. Okay, so here we are. The first thing is we're going to need a place for our... now, I wonder if we can be clever here, but what I want to do is hide the harvester a little bit. And I wonder whether what I really should look at doing is putting this sort of here, out of the way. I need to turn it around. Like that. So that it's harvesting sideways. Because originally I was going to put it here, but I can always put the power underground and power it into here. Apparently it's got some power in it already. So it has. Because we need a place for the power to go in, and a place for the... Well, the power can come in from the bottom, maybe. So we could bring the power in at this level from... literally from within here, so it could come in from here actually. Now what line is that on? It's on line 71? 71. So we've got to come out, we can come out from this direction, bringing it down. I want it to go under the floor, so we're going to take this out as well. There we go. So we'll just go out that way. I haven't got a spade on me, I don't think. Okay. That's alright. I've got to get through this anyway. 71. We want to go another one. Okay. Ooh, bit of lag. Right, so this is 71. Indeed it is. I'm going to take it all out. So trench it out anyway and then put it back. Because I think it's easier to work with it that way. Take off the dirt. And what I'm also going to need is my plastic hammer, so that I can see where my harvesting area is and where my planting areas are, because they have got upgrades in them. So here we go. So can we come from... I haven't got enough of these, we'll have to make some more anyway, but I don't know whether I can take power out from here. I don't think I can. I think I have to take it from there. Which is alright, I can do that. Let's put that back then. and then let's come down from here. Good. So that's where the power line's going to come in. We know where that's going to go. But we obviously also have to place or put the produce somewhere. And it's going to be producing two things. It's going to be producing seeds and it's going to be producing wheat and sludge. But we won't worry about sludge just for a second. So we could put the wheat in here because what a windmill generally used to do is turn to grind wheat, to grind corn into flour. So we could put it in here actually as well. Rather than building a separate grain farm or a barn over here, we can actually put everything in there as well. It's going to come out the back, so the pipe for it's going to come out here. And I've got the sort of feeling that what we could do is run that along here. Again, I want it hidden away. I don't want people to see this as it's coming through. And then I suppose what I'm going to have to do is to put it in some barrels. So it's going to come through here. So the power's coming in here. You're going to be able to see it, although we could cover it up quite easily. But you're going to see it go into the windmill. Which am I alright with? Do I want to see it going in the windmill? Not really. Unless I go one over and then one down. So I could go one over here, bring it down by one, take it under the ground. I'll still take this out for now. There we go. So it could come under the ground. Did I pick up that? I don't know whether I picked up that crate. I didn't, so let's go and get it. It's probably full anyway. Indeed it is. We need to up that. I need to up that really. So we'll have to up the capacity of that using the jabber barrel system things. So they take quite a lot to do actually. I wonder if I should use drawers again. They're relatively cheaper to make really. But I prefer the look of barrels. Let's go and grab ourselves an axe. There we go. Come here. Thank you. I need. Where did I put my plastic hammer? I'm going to take that just in case I need it. Plastic hammer. Where are you? Can't see it in there. This happens all the time. There it is. Precision sledgehammer. That's what we need. And that will just allow me to see the area of effect of our planter and our harvester, which is very, very useful. There we go. No. There we go. Boom. Oh, boom. Did I not pick up the one thing I wanted to pick up, which was the blasted barrel? Oh, how annoying is that? Let's go and get rid of. Got no space for that. I was hoping I was just going to have a nice empty chest over here somewhere, but all my chests are full, just to add insult to more injury. Well, this one isn't. Pop them in here for now. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Out you go. I've got a load of seeds as well. I could probably go and dump those off at the other house, but we'll quickly go and grab what we can from up here. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, better. Okay, don't worry about the rest of that wheat because we don't really need it. Yeah, there we go. Yes, so we could put... And we can have more than one barrel, I suppose. I have to have one. We can just put that one like that. Yeah, and then we need... item ducts, although again I'm going to make a load more of these to better reach now, but... It's got to go down to the ground. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. And that's going to run along that line. we can still cover that with a little bit of fancy dirt work, because that will go along that top there like so, which will cover that up, and then we will also be able to cover up like that, which means that we won't be able to see that connection at all. That will then come to here. Now, I haven't really put that in the middle, have I? Let's get our precision sledgehammer. Well, I don't know whether that's in the middle. That's almost in the middle, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it wasn't far off. We can always widen that out a little bit to make it fair in the middle. So it's slap bang in the middle. Let's pop in our chopper upgrade, which we've just done. That means that's going to be our growing and cutting area. Which is okay, I think. Which is okay. That's going to be our cutting area. We could increase that a little bit, maybe, by getting a slightly larger upgrade. Let's have a look at the next upgrade up. What is the next upgrade up? Copper. Bronze is 5 and silver is 6. So 2 more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Silver, I think, maybe are the next one up. Shall we go and make one of those quickly and see what it looks like? One assumes it's pretty much the same as the other ones, isn't it? Okay, so we need raw plastic. I don't know if I've got any of that. Silver, obviously. Gold and redstone. So the only thing I might be missing is the raw plastic, because we have used an awful lot of that recently. Oh no, we've got it. Okay, cool. So let's get rid of this wheat, because we don't need it. It's filling up all my stuff. So you can get out. Thank you. Let's go and make ourselves some of these. So we need 3 silver, which I wonder if I've got any silver in. No, I don't. Okay, well, that answers that. Let's go and grab some silver quickly. 3 silver. 3 silver, 1 gold nugget. 3 plastic, 3 raw plastic, and 2 redstone dust, I believe. 2 redstone. 3 plastic. Was that plastic I picked up or sugar? Oh, it was raw plastic. Well, that's good. Up it goes. There's the upgrade. Let's go and pop that one in and see what that looks like in terms of... Because we'll have to make another one, I think, anyway, in order to make the planter do... Oh, I hate going out there at night sometimes. Let's just have a little kip. Boom. Right, over we go. Okay, now we've got the silver one in. Let's have a look at what that looks like. Yeah, that's better. Happier with that. That sort of covers the whole piece quite nicely, right up to the edge. Here we can make that a little bigger as well. But no, I'm happy with that. So this would be our wheat farm. What I will then do as well, let me just put in our... Where does that come up to there? Yeah, it just gives me an indication of where it comes up to, because I'll have to fence it. I think that's right. Marvellous job. Okay, so that will need to be fenced at some point. So this will be chopping down stuff in this whole area. We'll make sure it's nice and clear. This will all be our wheat farm, which gets spat out the back. Which I think is going to be a good enough size. That's what we want. Plenty enough size farm. That's going to get us enough seeds, which we can then use to make our seed oil over here. Then what we'll have to do is to ship the sludge from here, and I want to do that out at sea, so we'll end up with quite a large amount of sludge from all of this. So I want to do another one of those waterwork things like I did before, right on the edge of the water, because I don't really like that design. It's one of my favourites, so I really would like to do that again. You can watch me build that again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it was in my Attack of the B team. So I think that just needs a little bit of work now off the camera to complete it out, but you can see what it's going to do. The other thing we've got to place in, of course, is also our planter. And the way I like to do that is to find the middle diddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this is the middle. Let's go and have a look. Yep, looks like it. Good. So what we want is essentially that to be in there, and then we can determine how this works. So you can see the colours on the top: blue, pink, purple, cyan, red, yellow, green, blue, black. So what we're looking at, what I try and do is do it that way around. So now when I look at it, these colours are the same as I'm looking at them. This makes it a little easier to work with. But what we've got to do is now put loads of power in there. Now if I was just to use the upgrade like that and put this in, we're only going to be planting in that area, which obviously is not enough for the area that we're going to be cutting. So we are now going to have to upgrade that to a silver one. So we'll do that off camera as well, because you just saw me make one of those. What we can do is put our seeds back in there, because we know they're going to be there. And what we want is across all of this piece like that, because that means it will plant all the way around it with seeds. We should be able to put all these in, and you can see it straight away planting them out because it has seeds in there. But because it doesn't have a very big range at the moment, only has that range, that's the only place it's going to be able to plant. But once we put our silver upgrade in, it should plant all the way around here, ready for this to then chop them all down. So we don't actually really want that to plant right now because we haven't connected it up with power. But what we'll be able to do is take the power from here and run the same power line off the same. So essentially the windmill will be powering both. And I know I've just planted these in, but we'll take these out for now because it's okay. Okay, so there's the thing, and we can build the power. Don't need to do that then. So the power can come in there as well. And then what we've got to have is the seeds have got to come out, go into another chest full of seeds, and then any extras will come back into the machine to be replanted. That's the sort of loop that we do. But now that's in, that's sort of it really. That's all we've got to do. Work on it a little bit, make it look a bit pretty, cover it up. And then we've got to come up with our how to water and irrigate all of this. And I'd quite like to do some sort of, I don't know whether we can tip water into those things or whether I've got to keep filling them up, because I was wondering whether what I could have maybe is a pond at the top here which basically overflows into a watering system on the top here. I'll have to have a look into that and see whether it's possible to do, but that's basically what's going to happen. So the windmill is going to be powering the harvester and the planter, and that's basically how our wheat farm is going to work. Good. I should do the rest of that off camera. I think next time when we come back, because as I say, I'm a little bit out of sorts still, a little bit out of, not out of practice, but a little bit out of sorts as to what my schedule for recording is going to be. One thing I do definitely need to make a start on once I get enough dirt is in here now, is to begin to layer this down, the walls, so that we can start to build our main base in here. We've got lots to do in here, but at least we have now got a good enough space to really begin working on. I don't know how big I'm going to make this. I still need to cut this way, but that would need a turtle probably to do that. And though I've got a turtle, I'd have to move all my chunk zones over here to make it happen, so I might do that as well. A lot of these things will happen off camera. You'll see it develop because they're quite a lot of work, quite a lot of job that needs to be doing here. Again, we're going to cut it this way as well, up to the Logan Heights over here, and we still need to make our cirque in here and our glacial lake with its overflowing river that runs through the whole of our base. Good! So much to do. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. As I say, I'm very sorry for the time that I was away. I was simply very unwell, but I'm very pleased to be back. Do let me know if you're interested in whether or not I play something like Skyrim or Fallout 4 or something. Let me know your thoughts, because Minecraft's all very well and good on its own, but I don't really want to just play Minecraft. I'd like to play some other stuff, and I'd like to play stuff that you want to watch me play, and some of the stuff that you enjoy me playing. So do let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below, as you normally do. Thanks very much for watching. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time for some more Minecraft on the V for Variety server.